Hey guys, it's Sharon with Little Britain Company. Welcome to the channel. So I started this new, the new part, I don't know, the June portion of Paper Stash Smash that the wonderful collaborators have created. And again, I'm not part of the collab, but I'm sure having a lot of fun with it. So they did share that this month it is kind of a choose your own. You can use whatever papers or whatever you want to work on to smash your paper stash. And so I'm working on a couple of different ones. What's funny, and I had originally shared this Disney-ish paper with you guys back when I first started, when I kind of showed everything and we chose paper. And this was one of the ones, this was kind of the second most asked for, were some of these paper pads. So I went ahead and I really wanted to do some of this, especially as it's, getting to be that season, vacation season. So I made these two one-page wonders, and I'm so excited about these, and I love them so much. I'm just really, really happy and really excited to do them. I did two different sizes. So I used a magical place for this one, and honestly, it used up a good portion of paper. I was a little, because the other paper smashes that I've done, I've been like, oh wow, I've just got so much paper left. This one used up a lot of paper. And then I did this little bitty one, which is, what is this one? 4x4? Yeah, this one's approximately, it's a little bit bigger, but this one's approximately 4x4. Yeah. Yes, because I wanted to try to see if I could do something like this with the 8.5. So I used the 8.5-inch paper for this one, and I used the 12-inch for this one. So 8.5 by 11 and 12-inch. And I'm pretty happy with both of them and the way they came out. For this one, I used this pack of Hobby Lobby paper that I had in my stash. So, which I really had not shown you all before. I've used this one, the 12 by 12 in this before. I really like it. This is one of my favorite stripes to use, and I really wish that I could get just a pack of just that stripe, honestly. I love that one. But I was really happy with the way this one turned out, too. So, oh, I just knocked over a bunch of stuff. Let me show you what I made. Oh, my golly. What I made. I made a mess is what I made. Okay, start with this little guy. This little guy was super fun. And again, instead of the 12 by 12, which I think what we normally use, or for the most part, what I've seen people using to do these one-page wonders, I used 8.5 by 11. And I'm gonna pull back a little bit. So I did my ribbon on the back instead of on both sides. I don't know if I'll do it that way again. We'll see. But I was thinking it looked more like opening a present. That's really what I'm thinking. Kind of like that. For the cover, I wanted it very simple. This is actually from the Hey Santa. This is one of the stickers from the Hey Santa paper pack that we're going to do. And so it opens up to these really cute little tuck pockets. There's a little journaling card I made. And then I've got this little, let me get this out, tag. And another little tuck pocket. I wanted a few tuck pockets because I just think it's nice and easy for people. But so then it unfolds. It opens up and it opens out. And I love this paper just so much. Once I put it together, I just was really enjoying the paper. And I decided not to add any more tucks or any more additional pieces to it. I just really, really like it. So I think that this would be perfect for someone to put just pictures. A center picture so that you can still see part of the papers, the village and the music and the tree. And then this again, is the music. If I had a lot more of this, I would have cut this piece. I would have fussy cut this piece out and then laid it over the top as an additional tuck pocket. And I didn't, or I don't. And they do come out with this more often. I'm actually going to see next time I go to Hobby Lobby if they have more of it. But I just think that would be really cool to just fussy cut another piece around here and then to add it on, and then you don't really feel like you've lost any of the original, I don't know, ambiance of it. So again, this is a super simple little album. I mean, it is just perfect for just a few pictures. This is perfect to give a grandparent, add some pictures in, and something that they can literally unwrap. They unwrap it and they get to see a few really beautiful pictures. You can put some tuck in here. You can put, add some journaling in here for them. Super cute. Just love it. I did back up some of these. And then on the back, it's, again, really super simple. If you ever watch Carolina Crafts, which, seriously, watch Carolina. She's so good. She has a sticker and a stamp that she uses and puts her homemade by Carolina. And I just love that idea. And so I'm going to steal that idea. Not with her stamp, of course. I have my own, make my own to do that. Anyway, love this. I really liked using the very simple, this is a really simple, I don't know, like a twill ribbon. And you just wrap it up. So there is the easy, you can see the sizing on this one is so nice. I really like the sizing on this one. I don't know why. I just really, really liked this cute little size. And this is something that went together pretty quickly for me. I did use like a craft paper. This is 110 weight. And it's pretty thick. And I got to say, I have not made these before. I decided to try some of these with this paper that I got. And I really wanted to try it. I don't remember who the last person that I saw do this. I've seen it every year, over a couple of years. I may have recently seen it on Carolina. Or at least the original design. Or the simple cutting design. But I love that little size. But the 110 worked out great. It really did. I am considering making some changes to this so that it can be a little bit thicker. But I mean, the whole point is that it's nice and simple. It's so nice and easy. Okay, and so for this one, which is the park paper, this is actually one of the cut aparts, and so I went ahead and this is a 1.5 inch stamp, and then a 2 inch, and then the very back one is a 2.5 inch. And then I had this tag, and I really liked the way that kind of went together and added that additional dimension to that layer. I felt like it really just needed another layer. I do wish that my yellow was like 2 3/4. Is there a 2 3/4 punch? Because I use these punches. This is my favorite way to do this. I think these are, We Are Memory Keepers or Martha Stewart. Probably We Are Memory Keepers. But I love that one. So if you guys know if there's a 2 3/4 inch stamp, I would love to get one. And a 2 I'd love to have the progression. So I have, let's see, I have the 2 inch and I have the 2.5. So I'd love to have the 2, 2 1/4, 2.5, 2 3/4, and 3. So I'll be excited because you guys are amazing and you know everything. So much more. Okay, so again, this was simple because I didn't have to do any cutting. On the other one I did. This is more folding and putting together. So this was really a labor. This was so fun. Labor of love. Love Disney. So I made a little belly band here, and I used one of their, I just fussy cut around the Dream Magic Imagine, And then I didn't put anything on this one. I left this one empty, kind of like the other ones. This is perfect for a really nice like family picture. I thought that would be cool. And then you open it up. I am going to zoom in a little bit so you can see this a little bit better. So you open it up, and this one folds up and down like the other one. So A Dream is a Wish, I went ahead and backed that up on some yellow. And that actually does work as a tuck. It's just a different type of tuck. I've used these before. They do hold pretty well. Love that. Love that paper. And then on the bottom, you've got the food. I love to eat. I don't know why food is. And then all of these papers, I love the stripe on here. I consider doing this stripe vertically instead of horizontally, but no, I considered doing it horizontally instead of vertically. But this just worked out well with this kind of play into it. And then again, that's another pocket. So it's fun. And then up on top, this opens up. All right, so you can see it. So this one opens up, and the top one, so fun, happy cheese. It's another pocket. And then this one, and I cut these out of the 2-inch punch with the matching papers. And I just thought I liked the way this mimicked what was already on the paper. And again, I glued these together in this pattern and then attached it for an additional tuck pocket. So there's all sorts of pockets on here to put things. I did not add a closure to this one, and I did like this. I did not matchy match. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. And I really liked this balloon one. I was very tempted to use those colors and create a bigger version of this balloon, just in individual pieces, and to put that on the front. But I was ultimately pretty happy with what I ended up with. And there's space here. I purposely leave sometimes. Let me be real honest. Sometimes I purposely leave this space because I think people sometimes want to label. They want to put the date or a person or whoever that is. But what a great little vacation album. Let's say you're vacationing with friends or, adult children or grandchildren or grandparents or whoever it might be. And then as a lovely gift when you get back, pictures of them with you, with your family, with the grandchildren, with the grandparents. Perfect. Love it. Okay, so looking at both of those and realizing how much paper I used in this one, and it was a lot. I mean, you're looking at 6 full sheets, and you only get 24, and then I cut up several other sheets to get the extra pieces. So for this next one, I'm going to use my smaller size. Let me move these out of the way, and I'm going to use the other paper pack. Let me show you. Let me get this one. Probably should have thought about not that one. I do talk to myself. All right, this one. So this is funny, and I started talking about this, and then I lost my train of thought, and I didn't go all the way. So what I was saying earlier was, it looks like Debbie from Project 39 mini albums, and she's one of the actual sponsors for or creators of the collab. She and I think Carolina from Carolina Crafts. Anyway, to make a long story just even longer, she's using this paper. I think she's using the 12 by 12 version. And I thought that was so funny that we both picked this paper. And I didn't know until I had already made or started the other album. And I was just watching some of it. I love her channel. And I love watching the different collaborators and the different people who are using the hashtag. Anyway, and so I saw that she was making some things from this, which was super fun. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I usually do with these. I'm going to just go ahead and take them all out. I love these big ones. So I showed you guys all of this the other day. I do find it easier if I just go ahead and bite the bullet and pull all the pieces out and get ready. Get ready to rumble. No, I don't rumble. My stomach rumbles about it. Sorry. I am sorry. I laugh all the time, and I like laughing. It's one of my favorites. So hopefully it doesn't bother you guys. Okay, so I like doing this too because I love being able to go back through it. I think I'm going to hold on to these little ones to make tags. So my goal just happened to my voice. My goal. I sound like Winnie from Hocus Pocus. Sorry. Okay. Oh, and look, you guys have been able to look what I did. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. I promise it's been a long day at work. A super long day. I just lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Something about pulling these out and getting ready and making my goal for all of these park papers is that everything I make is something that's what I plan on doing. I want to make sure that everything I make is something that would be fun specifically either for the park or for your kids before you go to the park, or I just kind of wanted it to all be something that was really super usable for that purpose. If that all makes sense. I'm not so sure it does. I bear no responsibility for my speaking today. It's been a day. Okay, I'm going to go grab one of my 8.5 by 11s and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to go hunting. So we stopped at Michael's this weekend. We went to Greenville and went to their Michael's, which is a really nice Michael's, and picked up some of the card packs. Michael's just has really good quality paper, and Hobby Lobby doesn't do packs like this. And for $6.99 for 50 sheets, that was actually a pretty good deal. So anyway, so I was pretty happy with this one. I just have to decide what color of the red. I mean, so many reds to choose from. But I want to do a red that's going to work well. There is a fly in my house, and that just makes me crazy. Hopefully one of these will work well, because that's going to be a real pain if it's not the right color. I think if I can get it out of here. Sorry, I'm off camera. I can't get this out on camera. So, good gracious. I think that's going to work okay. I mean, it's not as deep a red as that, but it doesn't really have to be. I think I'm going to go with this. So, it's not, I think it's the same one. There's all these different reds in here. And so you have that one. Well, there is this one. I don't think this is the same one. Is this the one I just pulled out? I didn't want to break open the whole pack, but I might have to just to release enough pressure. Okay. Oh, no, so that's a little bit darker, but I think that I need the brighter. So, here. So we got that one, and then in that, these are more maroony, and then that's the one I just pulled out, and then that's the slightly darker one, and then there we go. So I'm going to go with this one. I'll put that up there. Now I'm going to need more of it, lots more. Okay, so to start with, I need my paper to be 8 by 8. Again, I'm talking funny. 8 by 8. Every once in a while, I sound like Eliza Doolittle from My Fair Lady. Not really something I'm going for, but okay. So 8 by 8. And if you recall, I'm only chopping. That is funky. That's better. I'm only cutting off a 1/2 inch basically from this side. So there we go. So now this is not 110. This is 65. And it's perfectly fine as 65. I would actually prefer to use more like an 80. And I know that I found some, but I didn't find this one. But I think it'll be fine. And the reason I say it's going to be fine is once you add the extra papers to it, guys, this stuff becomes so stiff. Okay, so it's 8 by 8. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do 4 and 4. All right, so I'm scoring 4 and 4. Now, this is the tricky part because I don't always cut straight. And I'm going to zoom pretty far in so you can see the score marks. And the hard part for me here is that with the reflection, it's sometimes really difficult to see my score marks. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do this before I go. I don't normally do it this way, but I'm going to this time, and we're going to see if it works. I'm going to do it that way. And then I'm going to line it up this way. There. That's a little bit better. Now, if you can see, I wasn't being very careful. And so when I first, when I was scoring this, and although nothing went through, this one almost went through right here. So I'm going to cut like just on the outside of that score mark. This is the biggest pain. This one. And then I'm going to use this side. But that's so much harder to see. Just like a sliver. So Little Brit and I just started Stranger Things season 4. And it is a whole lot spookier. Okay. So I think, it doesn't really matter which way I go. Probably like that. Okay. So I did my initial cutting. And here's where I'm going to make it slightly different. I need another sliver off of this side because once these start to go together and we put paper on them, this is going to be a little bit thicker. And I don't want that to cause me problems, if all that makes sense. I'm actually kind of deciding whether I want to go this way. Let's see if I want to go this way. I think I'm going to go this way instead of the other way. It doesn't really matter. Y'all do whatever one works for you. So I'm going to come along here and that's too far. It is a sliver I am taking off. And it is shocking. There. So, can you see that little bit of space that I left myself? It's going to make a difference. When it's all said and done, that'll make a difference, strangely enough. That little time, I don't even know where it went. It kind of blew away in the... Okay, so that... Oh, wait, you want to be able to see. There we go. Back out again. All right, that's the initial part. That's going to be my cover. That's going to be one of my inside pages. And then this is going to be another page. You can make this bigger if you want to. You can add a page. But I'm going to cut this down a little bit so that it fits. I'm going to start super simple just by doing a wee trim. I'm going to go just a little bit over. And again, that's not a sliver, but it's not much. It's not even a 1/16 of an inch, I don't think, really. But I want this. That's a sliver. So now I'm going to match it up with this guy because I want these two to be the same. Or pretty close to the same. This one, can you see how much bigger that is? Right there at that little notch, you can see that's how much bigger it is. And I'm lazy, so I'm not going to go measure. I'm just going to eyeball it. Let's see how we did. Oh, that is practically perfect. That's shocking, actually. Super unusual. Okay. So, this piece isn't going to be the exact same height because I need to do some kind of a gusset here so that I can attach it. I need to do a little fold here. So I'm just going to grab my small board if it hasn't disappeared into... I think my small board ran away. It ran away. I don't know why. Well, we'll just use the big one if it's being stubborn. Okay. So, let me make sure I have the right size. It will, the side will make a difference. Maybe. Oh no, this is like a perfect square. Huh. I truly have no idea how I did that, but I'll take it. So what you do want to do is make sure that you line these up so that they're going to be the same. I mean, there's usually a slight difference, top to bottom. I mean, it's not usually a perfect square. So you want to make sure that you're using the side that's going to be attached. And I'm going to go ahead and I am just going to mark a 1/2 inch. Super simple. And then I'm going to fold it. It is important that the fold is right. All right, now I'm just going to attach it. I'm going to attach it to the bottom. But for me, I need to make sure that it's lined up. I like to line it up to this side and to this side. Just like that. So when I put the glue on, this is what I'm aiming for, to make it pretty perfect. And the one thing about these one sheet wonders is it's the same color on top of the same color. It does make it slightly difficult to see sometimes. So I fold mine over. Just want to make sure. I did not want to do that. I did not want to get glue on this piece right here. Get that glue off. That glue might cause me some problems in a little bit. Let's hope not. All right. That is looking... Let me look at it from the back. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can just hear my son in my ear going, "Mom, that's so cringy." Or, I'm sorry, cringe. Cringe is what they say now. Okay, we're going to come back. I hope I'm not making you guys dizzy with the in, out, in, out. All right. Look at that. It's ready to be decorated. I love it. These just come together so fast. And if you wanted to make a bunch of these for a craft fair, you know, you could use your 12 by 12 paper because you'd be able to get, 9 4-inch pieces out of that. And then you could mass produce some of it. Okay, now is the fun part. My videos are pretty much all process, and that is the way I like to do it. If that is not something you enjoy, well, I hope you enjoy it. I really hope you do. I'm thinking about doing, nah, I don't want to do that one on the front. I don't like it. I mean, I could do that with that. I like that one. I usually like something more simple, or overall, I'm forgetting that they've got this. No to that. No, I love that one. I wonder how that would look as the outside of the album. I don't know. I love the look, and I have to decide how I'm backing these. I might back these in a white. Choices. See, I like that, but I really want to use that. I don't like the tartan. I'm okay with Main Street. I like the clouds. Ooh. That is very cute. All right. That's a good possibility. I'm not going to do the red on red, but of course I'm going to back it with white or black. I'm going to back these with black. That's what I'm going to do. All right, guys, what to do? All right, it's going to repeat at that point. Okay, so so I had that little epiphany. I think that I'm going to use black as my frame, basically. So let me grab some black paper. I should have plenty sitting right next to me. Right here. So I'm going to start by cutting these down. This should be approximately 4 inches. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try to speak. I'm going to go ahead. Move this to the side. Look how cute that is. And I will cut this paper down into, I don't want it to be 4 inches. I'm going to make it 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. That's what I'm going to do. Alrighty. I'm going to get my big mama drama out here because the 12 by 12 I need to do it this way. So, all right, 3 7/8. It's going to be right there. And I may have to make some changes to it, but for right now, I'm going to go ahead. I want to see how many pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know that's not going to be 3 7/8, but I'm going to go ahead and do the 8 pieces to start with. And this is kind of what I mean. You're going to know that you're going to need the same number of pieces. I don't know if that makes sense. So as I'm doing these, by the way, make sure that you're holding all the way down here. When I don't do that, it goes just ever so slightly askew and makes me crazy. Crazy. Okay, 2, So what I was talking about was if I wanted to mass produce these, which I probably will for some of them, especially the Christmas ones. This is kind of the perfect size because I'm going to get 9 pieces out of this. And I'm going to go ahead and just see. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's might even be slightly too big. We'll see. Let me go ahead and cut these down, and then I can trim it up a little bit. So this is actually, oh, you just got that teeny tiny bit of red peeking out, guys. I'm okay with that. All right. I am okay with that. This would be something super cool if you were a business and you wanted to do something special for your customers. You could have some of these cute little books made up for them. Kind of a giveaway. Oh, talking about a giveaway. So, we are, oh, you guys, we are about 1,225 subscribers from hitting 6,000. So I didn't get the 5,000 last month, but boy, we got close. So my wonderful partners in all this, I'm going to ask if you guys will make sure you subscribe and share, like the video, and share the video out. Just share it out to your friends, or just share it on your channel. I mean, you can just share it out on Facebook. Not your channel. Share it out on, if you would share it out on Facebook. I'm trying to, not making sense, am I? I'm trying. Here's what we're going to do. I am going to do a giveaway when we hit 6,000. For anyone, would be eligible if you are subscribed, you like the video, and you share the video. And I know that you shared it because you will, please, you would put into the description box, into the comments description box, shared. You can just put the word shared. And then if we hit 6,000 by the end of the month, I will do a giveaway of just a bunch of goodies. I have plenty to share with you all. So I will do a giveaway of some really cool goodies. And to one of those lucky viewers. Hopefully y'all think it. So that's why I thought I would ask you all to partner with me on this. I just trying to get to those numbers. You guys have been amazing and fantastic and all those other wonderful things. And so if we can get to that, though, here's the one caveat to that. You've got to be watching the channel. I will do a separate video at the end of the month, and I will randomly pick a winner, and then that winner has to contact me. I mean, I would say within a couple of days, and you'll have to email me. And my email is usually in, I'll try to make sure I'm adding my email into the description box. It's littlebrit&co@gmail.com. And that's the big one, because if you don't email me, I don't know that you got the message, and I can't send you anything if I don't know where to send it to. So that's the big one. So I'm really excited about doing the giveaway. I really, really am. I'm going to do a whole little box of stuff. Hopefully it'll be fun. Okay, moving on. So I'm going to go ahead. Now, this is what I meant before. I got all of these pieces. I got 9 pieces out of that one 12 by 12 piece of paper. So imagine if I create one album and I'm going to recreate it 9 times. If I have 12 by 12, that's a fairly easy thing to do. I can just go boom, 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 make it once, and then I'm just following the formula for the other 9. That's probably all I would do as far as recreating the same thing. I think 9 would probably be my limit, because I really, really like creating new and different things. But there is something to be said with having, similar items or the same item. Maybe I'll do a slight different. Maybe not. I could include different tags or something. Okay. So for this first piece, it is very tight. Okay. So I think if you've never made one of these before, you may be surprised at how very quickly you start to get like bulk to it. It starts to feel really heavy duty. So the ones how is it possible for me to lose what I just created? I really did. How? Oh, there they are. Oh my goodness, thank goodness. Okay. So with this one, I used the same black paper that I'm using right now, and it's just 65 pound. And then I used the other papers. I used a 65 pound weight here, and then the regular Disney papers. And guys, I don't know if you can hear that. I mean, I can knock on this. This is not going anywhere. Look, there's no wavering here. It's not bending at all. It is just absolutely solid. And every section is solid. I mean, I'm pushing down on it. It's not like it's bending. So just kind of cool. Okay. I put that aside. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to put one of these pieces on the inside. This is, you just got to be really careful with your sizing. This is very tight. This is very tight, so I mean, no, and I think that's a good thing. But you really might be. I'm going to open these up just so I don't accidentally catch those. I think you're going to be really surprised. If you haven't made one of these, I think you're going to be super surprised when you do. And you realize just how heavy duty they become and how quickly they get just really substantial. You don't need to use the 110. Already that's becoming really substantial. Okay, let me see. I'm going to cut this one down a little bit. Top and bottom, it's fine, but I don't want it to get caught up here. So I'm going to take another smidge out. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to grab 2 pieces because I know I'm going to need a front and back. And again, I mean, one piece of 12 by 12 is really giving me all of my front and back. Stay together. Stay together. Again, that might have even been too much. We'll see. It's a smidge. Okay. Oh, no. Not enough. Okay. A little bit more. So I'm doing it from this side. This is no longer, at the moment, it's not a perfect square. And again, that might be too much, but we can make it work. So now that's giving me more of the red, and for the inside, I'm good. I'm going to go with that. Make sure. Yeah, I mean, you need a little bit more space on the inside so you don't run into your folds. That one. Huh? The pin's in my mouth. Let me get that out of my mouth so I can talk again. Okay. A little pretty design, and it goes. I will say, it always feels, it's always so funny when these start to come together, because the way they come together is so funny. That doesn't make any sense. When you start to feel the difference, just the substantial difference in the weight of these, as you're putting them together. Let's see. Nope. More. Okay, that's good there. I'm a little concerned that it's going to be too close at the bottom. I am going to do, and this one actually is a smidge. And, you know, you could just measure it out. I could just measure it out, but that just would be too easy. Yeah. Oh, hopefully it didn't dry. There we go. My husband just snuck up behind me.
Who, me? Yes, of course I did.
Oh, that way.
Yeah.
Is dinner ready?
Yep.
Okay. This wonderful husband of mine is the one who makes dinner. I love it. I like to pretend I can't cook. I can cook and bake. But if I pretend I can't, oh, I'm just kidding. He loves to cook. I can cook, certainly. It's just not a joy for me. It is not joyful for me to cook. Sometimes it is joyful to bake. But cooking is a chore. To me. Now to him, no, wrong side. To my wonderful husband and to little Brit, they both really enjoy cooking. Like, I think my sister Susan really enjoys cooking. And I know that her lovely son Zach does. And I think that we should do what brings us joy. So we've sorted out, he does the cooking and I do the laundry. And quite frankly, he's not allowed to touch the laundry because he's so bad at it. I mean, I love the man, but oh my word. Okay, so I will say with this one, I'm going to go ahead and mark this one because there's a lot to go here. And I am trying to make sure that I get it below those marks. Okay. So I'm still going to do the 2 at a time. Or I'm going to try to. All right, I've got it pretty well lined up. There's a fly. Have y'all seen the fly go by? He's evil. I'm gonna call him Skippy. Skippy the evil fly. Okay. Oh, Skippy, cut it out. All right. So, cut off the first part. Make sure that you are getting this lined up well. Okay, those little bits go away. Let's see if I got this right. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad. So, oh yeah, this is a long video. And again, if you're still with me by now, why don't you throw a little comment in saying I'm still here? That would be awesome because every once in a while I ask you guys to do that just so I know I'm not just like talking to, me. I guess I am talking to me, but I don't think of it like that. I think it is talking to you all, which is where the real fun is. Okay, move this one out of the way. And last, oh my word, I wish you guys could feel this. Really, it's so surprising. A while, probably 2 years ago at least, I saw Dina with Crafty Crafts with Dina. I think that's the name of the channel. Love her channel. And I saw her do something kind of like this where she used the paper and she didn't use chipboard. And up until that point, I'd always used chipboard. And I was like, that is just not going to be substantial enough. It's not going to stand up. And that's what I thought. But having done a few of these, it's clear that it does stand up. All right, so look at that. Already. It is, it's not, if I do this, you don't have any paper flapping. It is already pretty substantial. And next, we're going to choose some of the beautiful park papers to put in here. And I still have this piece to use for something else. So, all right, I'm going to have dinner and I'll be back. Okay, dinner and a bike ride are out of the way, and I am going to finish the album. Make sure I got this right. Here we go. So this is where we are so far. It's going to be so cute. The black, I have a teeny tiny border on here, and actually not much of a border down there. So I would prefer to see a little bit more of the red, but that is the way it's going to be. Sometimes that's the way it is. So I went ahead and I cut my pieces to go inside. I don't have specific dimensions for these, but for the most part I do. So if this is 4 inches, then my black piece is 3 7/8, and then this piece should be 3 3/4. I think that's going to be a cute cover, and I have a little bit of a plan to put on there. So I'm going to start laying these down. Like I said, I made some decisions ahead of time so that you all wouldn't have to sit there in angst with me because, oh my goodness, it can take me time. I really went back and forth about this one being on top, but I think I like the castles. And I think I'm going to have a little bit more of that other paper left for something else. All right. Let me get that down. And do a little burnishing. And then I'm going to open it up and put this one down. There were so many options with this paper. It's super cute. And I am pretty sure that Echo Park still sells this. Pretty sure. So I'm gonna lay these pieces down. Okay, I know. Yep, that one goes there. Make sure I've got it the right side up. I have certainly put paper the wrong side, and that is just never fun. Not fun. Okay. Okay, there's that one. And they sure make it easy for you when they've got it all like color matched. When I first started doing paper piecing, I did not buy the sets. I would buy like papers and things that I liked. And let me tell you, the pre-vetted, designed books are so much easier. Okay, there's that one. And then, is this on the inside or is this one on the inside? Now I've got to remember. It's all so cute. It can't be. Oh, yeah. Yes, I know what I'm doing with this one. Okay, so this is going to be on the other side. On the inside. But this piece was not quite long enough. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. It wasn't going to be the full length. But I really wanted to use this, and it's going to help me not have to cut into another piece of 6x6. So, sorry, putting it this way just helps me center. So I went ahead, did that piece, and now I'm going to add the pocket. And this is, I think this is 1.5 inches. For these, I do a 1.5 inch pocket most of the time. I mean, there's always the option of making that slightly different, but this way I've got plenty of paper. I don't have to worry about not having those whole sheets. Look how cute that is. That is super cute. Okay. And then on the inside, I'm going to go ahead and do the balloons. And I am going to do a few pockets. I did not pre-cut the pockets. So we did dinner. We had chicken breast and grilled veggies. And then we went for a bike ride. And then we did a little family time. So, there we go. Look how cute this is. So right now, it does this. because that piece is going to be on top. And this one is going to have, for me, this is supposed to be this kind of as a fireworks. It also looks like balloons, and I just thought the sky works so nicely with it. So get your glue in there. Glue is so much more forgiving than tape. You really have a shot at moving something around, even maybe just slightly, but slightly is better than nothing. Okay, and then on the back side, what was that? So the front is the cute castle. The back side is this little guy. Now, I think what I'm going to end up doing with this one, instead of attaching a ribbon, I think I'm going to tie it with a ribbon. And I did give it some thought. I really did think about whether I wanted to put the ribbon in before I put down the black. But ultimately, I thought this way would work. I do like to try different options. And guys, remember the original paper was only 65 weight. And we're not quite done. So I put the pockets on here. Now I need to add a little bit on the inside, maybe tucks or, I don't know. So now I need to think. I do like the design that I used with the last one. So with this bigger one, I had the belly band on this side, and then I had a cute little tuck under. And then we had these little, I guess it's not really a tuck, it's more like a folder-ish thing. And then this piece, I thought this was really cool. Or I liked it. Cool, dude. All right. So, ooh, didn't mean to do that. Has that been in the way again? Guys, I'm just so terrible with this right now. All right, so I'm going to look through. These are some of the scraps. So I have these. Let me put my glue back down. There we go. I have those longer ones, and then I have these. And then I have things like that. That's just not long enough. So this little black piece is long enough here, but actually it's kind of cute there. And it definitely adds some continuity. So that's a little bit shorter than the other ones. So we have this one. That one would work as a belly band. That'd be pretty cute as a belly band. I have to cut it down some. It's very cute though. So maybe. And then I like this one going across as another pocket. That's a no, because the way that works. Not like that. I do kind of like this one. This little vacation land. All right. I'm going to start with this. Because I like it. So I'm going to go ahead Mark my side. And cutting. So I'm going to cut this down, and I think I just want one little set of those buildings. That's cute. I'm slightly off. Let me see if I can fix that. Just a teeny tiny shave. Oh, I really like that one. Okay, that's super cute. That's going in. So I'm using, sorry, I use glues. Oh my word, I can't speak. It is getting late. I use the glue always on these little pockets, because if you don't use the glue, you risk things sticking on the inside of your pocket. So you put a piece of paper in there, something you want to hold on to, it can kind of stick to the adhesive. So using the glue is a super option. Oh, how cute is that? All right, so we got a little pocket, a little pocket. Trying to figure out, do I want a little pocket up here? Or do I want to do like a little side pocket? Okay. Oh, the angst is real. Those are the, let's see. Not that, I'm sorry, I'm going off. I could do that. I could do that. No, definitely not. Nope. That's the closest. Do we like that? Or I could just leave that one empty and do a little one right here. I like this one better. I love my Tim Holtz guillotine. Just makes things so much easier. All right, and that's way too tall of a pocket for what I want to do, but I definitely don't want to lose all the castles. So I'm going to do this and a little bit down here. Cute little castle piece. Oh, thought I was taking the pin out. So super simple. Really, a lot of this is just folding paper. You don't have to have some of the other things that I have. You can just fold it. I wonder if there's something. All right, I cannot have lost my pen. It was right here. Oh, there it is. Okay. And you put that back in every time you leave it out for any length of time. So I do like that. But I think I'm going to leave that just for someone's picture. And then there's journaling options. And then another place for a picture. All right, so it's getting thicker. I'm going to put these aside. So many things. And then for the front, I just had those out. I have a plan. My plan seems to be running away. No, I'm not running away. The plan stuff is running away. So I've got this cool little castle piece. I'm thinking, you can kind of cut this down a little bit. Or this one. Huh. That's what I was thinking. I'm not sure. So I'm kind of unconvinced about this one. I think I may have to sleep on it, which I hate doing right now because I want to finish the video. You all can see what we made. Okay, that's super cute. What am I going to back it up with? The red? Is the red a good idea? Should I do a little bit of black and then red? Let's see, do I have any black left over here? Let's see how that looks. It kind of reverses the rest of it. All right, I'm liking that. Very cute. Uh-oh. Bottle of glue is being stubborn. Let's try that again. So this is going to be really cute. But I think I'm going to see if I can find like a red Jimmy to put right there in the middle. So let me cut this. It is a wee bit off, so I'm going to fix that. Now I just have to work this one out. So far, so good. pretty close. So with each of these, I'm just measuring it against what I can see here. All right, so I got that one. And instead of putting it on like that, I'm going to add another layer. This time it's going to be this way. Cute. Let's see. It's close, but just a touch more. Perfect. Oh. I'm like, I'm completely off the camera. You're like, what's perfect? You know, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, well, we can try that again here. And there. Keep trying to get the trash and pieces out of the way so it doesn't take over the world. So cute. All right, guys. Look. That is super cute. So I'm going to have to look around and find my my little jimmies. Where are those? All right, but I'm going to go ahead and put this piece down. All right. That is so stinking cute. That is so cute. I am loving it. Really and truly love this little guy. Okay. So that's pretty much done. I may make a few extra changes that I'll show you when we do final reveal. But we're done. This is really super simple. I mean, you're cutting out the one sheet of paper, whatever size you want. You can do the bigger one, the smaller one. And then I just picked my papers. I did a backing for each thing. We have all these cute pockets. Look at that. And then pages to put your memories. Right there. That's a big piece. All right. And then that's the back. I really like that front and back. Now, you can kind of see this has gotten thick. Pretty thick. A lot thicker than the folded paper together. That's kind of what makes it fun. So, all right, guys, let me know what you thought. And you all have a great day. Sorry, this is a day late. I'm trying to post every other day, but I really like it. So I hope you do too. Have a great evening. Cheers.